If you're a traditional artist, most of my videos are normally traditional methods. Don't be put off by digital, or don't be turned off by digital. I firmly believe that one of the reasons I found digital art to not be ridiculously difficult is because of all the things I learned doing traditionally. I'm gonna talk more about that in the video, so please come and join us, because I think there's actually a lot to be learned for traditional artists and digital artists doing one or the other. Today we're going to be doing a video about digital paintings, specifically digital portrait paintings. I have never done a digital portrait painting. I have done 4 landscape paintings, but I can't share them with you, unfortunately. They're tied up in a super secret project and that has not been released, so I'm not allowed to share them with you. But hopefully by next week it will have been, and I'll be able to show you and share my experience of doing my actual first digital paintings. I do not have any fancy equipment. I do not have a gazillion monitors over here. I have my glove and a stylus and a pad, and that's about it. I will be showing you my equipment so that you have an idea of what I'm going to be using, and the program that I'm going to be using is just Adobe Photoshop. That's it. So if you haven't already, please consider to like, comment and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. So that's what we're going to do today, but digitally. I know I normally do traditional stuff, so this is going to be really fun. So, wish me luck. Okay, so let's jump straight in. This is my sketch so far. Here's my reference. So it's just a very simple sketch, but I'm actually really enjoying it. There we go. The brushes that I'm going to be using are literally just, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just using the general brushes, and I think I'm going to stick to these really. I do have these here by Samda's Arts, some painterly brushes, and they maybe have some more texture. But I just don't want to make it too complicated for myself, and I think I kind of had a go last night of doing some color blocking and stuff, and I did just end up making it too complicated, and I don't think I need to go quite that far. I also have some city brushes by Devin L. Kurtz, who's also on Instagram and whatnot. She's a digital artist. I won't need those though, because they're specifically for cities. They're not brushes as such, they're more like window stamps and things like that. So I'm going to be using the general brushes. So I just want to show you, this is my sketch that I've got now, but I want to, for the sake of transparency, show you my first sketch. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Sorry, zoomed in. So this is my first sketch. As you can see, okay, I was really vibing this when I first started doing it, and then I went to bed and then I looked at it. I don't know, it was kind of when I was color blocking it last night, and I was like, this just isn't working, it's not right. And then I had this just gut instinct of the sketch isn't right, and normally if the sketch isn't right, nothing else is going to go right. So yeah, this is my sketch, and it's just too overworked really, and because I went back and kept overworking it, the proportions are off, her face is just too thin, and yeah, it's all just a bit. I do think the nose is cute, but that's it. That's my only favorite bit. So, and I did a fresh one today, and this is much more accurate proportion wise, and I just feel like this is going to give me a better diving board to jump off, as it were. So I'm just going to start first by blocking in color, and we'll see how that goes. I think doing traditional art has really helped me whilst I've been doing this painting. I don't use too many layers. That's just not natural to me because we don't have that option at all. So I don't think I've used too many, and I'm trying really hard not to abuse the undo button too much. I really like that it's there, but I just don't want to fall into a bad habit of undoing everything that I make, because I think doing traditional art, when you can't undo what you've done, you have to try and switch your mentality to, okay, well, how can I make this work now? And that's when you create lots of little happy accidents. So when you're doing traditional art, you're sort of already mentally programmed to be more considerate about what it is you're painting and where you put that brush mark. So I'm trying to apply that whilst I'm doing this. I feel like I've gone a bit into the facial features, as you can tell. I'm definitely not finished there, obviously, but now I think what I'm going to do is focus on putting in the sort of basic, the biggest shades and different tones I can see down here, and just tidy up the shape a bit, especially in the hair and the hat. That's what I'm gonna do. So far it's not been so bad. I did not set my timer. Goodness. I did mean to though. Okay, there we go. Now I've set one. So I've got a timer set for an hour, but I have been recording for 23 minutes. So that's 23 minutes so far. This is where we are at. All I'm using for the equipment on this painting is my XP Deco Pro pad. I don't know if that's good in terms of equipment because I haven't tried anything else. So it's just that and Photoshop. This is definitely not sponsored, by the way. So far I find the pad really good. I had some tech issues with Windows Ink, but I solved them all. Have you had any issues with Windows Ink? If you have, let me know in the comments. Also doing traditional stuff, I have already a concept of proportion and perspective. Doing lots of just pencil sketches has really helped, and I think I can apply that here. I am finding the colour a lot different though, applying colours. I think that so far is for me the thing that has the biggest difference is applying the colours digitally. I'm finding it a lot harder not to make colours a bit too muddy, and also merging the brush strokes. You want to create a sort of natural painterly vibe, and obviously I'm just not used to using these digital brushes, so that will take a little bit of practice, and I think that's been harder. Now, I'm not here to wage war, but so far I do think that traditional art is harder so far. And I think having done traditional art has just given me a really strong foundation to approach doing anything digitally. And I think the skills that I've picked up doing traditional art have just been more beneficial for applying to both scenarios. But that's just my perspective. I just really think having done lots of sketches has given me a really good foundation, and maybe if you struggle with fundamentals or things like that, maybe you should give it a go. So I've taken a little break and I've come back, and I think some areas of this are overworked. I got really into doing the face and things, and it's not far off, but I'm gonna try and make some adjustments now and bring it back to hopefully a more natural state. Again, I'm not going for verbatim on this, but just gonna make some adjustments. One of the things that I decided when I looked back on this picture was that I'd also made the colors duller, and I was like, oh no, that's not cool. So I'm kind of, that was one thing I really wanted to go back and see if I could put back some of the color, because, you know, when you're doing digital stuff, the color shouldn't be dull. It should be, have an opportunity to be nice and vibrant, and, you know, you should take that opportunity. Okay, so I think I'm near the end of this. I maybe just want to do something on the background, rather than, I've got it quite neutral, but I was going to sort of imitate the background. I didn't want to do a like for like copy, so it's not meant to look exactly the same as my image here. I'm fairly happy with it. I maybe would have liked to have kind of got the expression a bit more. I think that's going to be something that I would like to practice maybe. I realized when I said that I was finished working on this piece that I actually went back and changed some things, but I didn't record it, so I'm just gonna quickly do an update on what it is that I changed. So I added a color dodge layer. It's probably one of the most obvious things. This was just for fun, really, and for a little bit of effect. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with it just yet, but I think I will. And I also upped the saturation a little bit on the whole thing, because I said earlier that one of the things I really struggled with was colour and not making it look too dirty. So I just wanted to try and bring back a little bit of the warmth so she looked a little less sallow. And I think it worked, but I still think I need to kind of improve how I use and approach colours in Photoshop. Overall, I'm really happy with this piece. I think as a first go, yeah, I'm quite happy with it, and I look forward to kind of seeing what I can do next. I think I'm going to do another digital painting for my next video because I'd like to talk about NFTs, and I think I'm going to do an animal, but I'm not sure yet. So I really hope you'll join me for that video. I hope you like this one, and if you haven't already, please consider clicking the like and subscribe button and leaving a comment if you like this video, and maybe you're a traditional artist who's tried digital stuff or vice versa, and let me know what you think about doing digital art or doing traditional art. I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.